Welcome back to the Spanish Empire. As you can see here, I have managed to force Mexico into subjugation. The tactic was, as I mentioned towards the end of the last video, which actually wasn't long. I perhaps could have mixed this content onto that video and just had a double length one. But what I have managed to do is I naval invaded, I took their capital, and I managed to use these smaller forces to take a huge swath of their land while holding them back in Mexico and Florida. And now they will give me both the Mexican Texas and Rio Grande. And so I'll very much like to have that. Excellent. Victory to Spain. It did cost a lot, and I actually really don't need this many troops anymore. So I'm going to go and I'm going to delete the forces here. Also your construction site and your naval base. I really don't need any of that. I'm going to move you guys back down to only a 20 stack. I don't need that many men. It was a lot of work to build all those troops, but it's not really necessary. I'm also going to reallocate these men here back into poverty. I don't need to be paying them. I have quite a debt to get out of now, so I probably won't be going into much conflict for a little while. My buildings, I'm building an arms industry, but I probably don't need that many anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete all of the ones in Aragon. Because that's not really necessary anymore. I will, however, create these ones here, because it will make the armed forces cheaper in the long run, but for now, I'm just going to stick with the ones I'm building in Toledo and Castile. It really was much easier than I thought. As soon as I went into Veracruz here, I was able to go straight into capital. And by the time they moved forces over to reach me, I'd already taken all of this land. So that is very gamey of a tactic, but it absolutely works. As for this, we will no longer pay the armed forces so much. I need to get out of debt, unfortunately. I don't like being in debt. I really do not. I could save a lot of money doing this and be out of debt in just a few years, but I want to build these armed forces not these armed forces, I want to build up these arms industries first. As for the British, I'm really not happy with them. I gave them an obligation in order to secure that alliance, and straight away they screwed me over there, so I'm really not chuffed. I hope I don't still owe them an obligation. War in Europe looks to be kicking off. I have no interest. I'm going to stay right where I am. I'm very happy with this new bit of land I have. Texas is already incorporated. You guys I'd like to incorporate as well. It will take 5 years, so let's get started. I should also increase my bureaucracy. Really soon that's going to start catching up with me. I should probably... I see they are returning the favour. I should probably build... I could build a few in Texas. I'm thinking I'd probably build about 10. I'll build 5 there, 2 here, 2 here, and 1 in Aragon. That's my idea for now. And I think I want them... not quite yet. After the steel industry has been built, so I'm going to send everything below that down to the bottom. All of the Florida production, all of the Texas production, I will get rid of it, and we will have instead... a lot more. Let's get rid of that so I can see where I'm doing a bit better. We'll have a lot more bureaucracy. Government jobs. What else could you want in life than government jobs? Excellent. Perfect. So Spanish Empire is growing. Towards the end of the campaign, I would like to take more of Mexico. Maybe modern day Mexico plus Texas. I'm not too fussed about these regions over here. It's a bit border-gory. So I might have to take all of this area here. I'm not too sure though. I'm happy with this extra GDP and the people involved. You're migrating out. Mexicans are accepted, but these fellas are not, so I haven't actually gained many people at all. I've gained a few 100,000 Mexicans from here, which is great. More accepted culture into my my provinces here, but we are moving over quite a few Portuguese and Spanish to Florida and Texas, so hopefully one day that will be in a much better state. But I want to build these steel mills, then these government buildings, and I am going to cut costs on my construction sector for a bit to try and get down this this issue here. I also do need the bureaucracy, so I'd increase my social security. I would like that to be a bit higher. I would also like my education to be a bit higher, but I'm missing something. Yeah, it doesn't say what I'm missing, but something is being missed. Hopefully nothing too bad. I'm not going to be completely out of war though while I get my economy under wraps. I can do some smaller ones. For example, I was thinking about increasing my influence over here. However, there's quite a few of these places already taken over, so it might not be an option. Somewhere like Vietnam, who's a tributary... Oh no, Cambodia's their tributary. I could take over Vietnam, but that's going to be a lot of... make them a dominion or a puppet? I'm not sure. They are very strong, but it would be useful for a land board here. Maybe just say Dominion of Vietnam, get them in, get their whatever buildings they have. They have lots of opium up here, which would be useful. But the infamy is not my biggest issue at the moment. At the moment, it's my economy, so I'll wait and sort that out. There's also the potential expansion into Middle East. Look at this border guard that's created by the issue that has been since patched. Bahrain is not an option, but somebody like Oman would be. That would also come with the extra access into Africa there. All these other regions. That's what I'm thinking about. Look at this. This is hideous. Luckily it has been fixed, so in any other versions of the game that will not be an issue. It was only patched partway through this campaign here, so I personally still have to deal with it, unfortunately. GDP is going up though. Population not so fast, but if we have a look at the other colonies here, they're doing very well for themselves. Nice hat. They're all growing quite well. Uruguay is skyrocketed really. Can I have a look at your population perhaps? Platinians. So they're not turning Spanish. Morocco as well. It's been going up, and Tunisia. Oh, Tunisia's done quite well off it. Very nice. Good to see. Let's have a look at construction now. Okay, great. So let's... Oh, that's the wrong page. There's still a bit of work to do before I lower the costs there. As floors, I would like to switch to laissez-faire. Oh wait, I can get commercialized agriculture. Well, I want that, don't I? Well, let's do it anyway. What I want to do is... Where is it? I want to move to laissez-faire, but where... Oh, it's over here. I need to get the industrialists into power. At the moment, though, it's not too great. Maybe after this this law here, I'll switch over and have a bit of a weaker government in order to get this pushed through. For now, let's have a look at commercialized agriculture and see if that will help us out a bit here. It might make this so these areas can be publicly traded. Yes, that is what it is. Okay, great. So I'll get a load more capitalists, which help fund everything. So I'll be very happy with that. Still losing money there, and I don't need the extra 100,000 labour, so I'm going to leave it where it is for now. I'd rather keep those people employed for the time being. All my new buildings, I best get them to work correctly. Can I get... No, I can't get steam whalers yet. Anything urban I need to worry about? I never actually looked at my university either. It works, so that's good. Aha! Improved fertilizer, please. Publicly traded, of course. Excellent. Excellent. This will be over shortly. This will not be too long, then we can start paying down this horrific debt I incurred. The Spanish colony here is growing slowly. Eventually I might be able to put in some useful work here, maybe some coal mines. There's so many other places I can put coal mines, like Texas, so it's probably not going to happen too soon. I really clicked through that building a bit too fast. Doesn't appear to be something I can use though, so I'll not be too worried about it. Also lead. We should probably produce a bit more lead. I'm going to queue up quite the lead economy over in Aragon. And hopefully that'll do well there. Little managers. Industrious approval and successful... Oh or chance to succeed here. Excellent. Well, that'll do for this episode. It wasn't quite what I thought it would be. I thought I'd be towards the end of a hard, grueling Mexican war, but it was actually pretty straightforward when you game the system a bit more. Just go around the army. Why not? So thank you again for watching. I hope you're enjoying this campaign. When you come back, it'll probably be a bit of a time jump. I'm not sure what else I will do to recently just pay off my debts, and then the next big war might be more of Mexico. But I'll see you guys then. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye.